Hello, everyone. Good evening. How's everyone doing out there tonight? Troy, was actually a pretty good stream last night. We actually had a little bit of fun last night. We went and got the Veil Nebula. We got the Eastern Veil last night. We also got the North American Nebula last night in both telescopes, which was pretty awesome. So getting some objects, which is nice. Alright, there we go. So tonight, and welcome Andy, welcome Bobby, welcome Troy. We've got quite a bit of people on right now, so this is awesome. Hello everyone that is strolling on in on a wonderful Monday evening. So if we're wondering, and you're thinking, what are we getting tonight? What is next on the agenda for tonight? We got a good object for you tonight. I think you're going to be quite impressed with this one. I think we're going to have some fun. It's up high enough in the horizon, so I think we're going to have some fun. So we're just getting the guider set, getting everything ready to go. Tonight, now I have not gotten this object in, oh god, probably, whew, I would say 4 years, 3 years, something like that. The object's name is IC, ICU, no, I'm just kidding, IC 1396. Yep. So IC 1396. And you wonder what IC 1396 is? If I can spell tonight, it's the Elephant Trunk Nebula. How cool is that? Aliens. Joe Brown with the aliens. We're just waiting for the guider to set up and get ready to go. Okay. Now, I've gotten the elephant trunk before. It's a pretty dim object, but with the monochrome camera, we should be able to pull this out. We should be able to get some detail, even without a hydrogen alpha filter. We were getting You know, we were getting a bunch on the Crescent. We got a bunch on North American Nebula. And we even got quite a bit on the Cocoon Nebula. So I would say I'm pretty confident that we're going to get something out of this on the camera on the left. Camera on the right, I can flip it to hydrogen alpha. I can try. I'll wait till the guider's done and I can flip it to hydrogen alpha and see what we get. Again, I'm not making any guarantees, but we're right in the middle. I mean, it took me literally like 2 minutes to find this object, so it does not take long to find an object in the sky. So for me, it's consistently finding these objects one after another, so I'm pretty ecstatic. We're looking for objects that, you know, I haven't gotten in years. So that's pretty cool, nonetheless. Joe says I see UP. Haha. Just gonna start sharing it out to everyone. Just about done with the east step, and then we're gonna start getting ready to start imaging. And we're just waiting for other people to join. And now we're going to start moving to the north step now. Again, this was just a 6-second exposure on the camera on the left. Where this is going to be. And of course I moved it since then to get it in view. Where it's going to be. It's going to be right here. This is going to be the elephant trunk right here. So you're going to see like a little spout right here. And then it's going to go down. And then all this is hydrogen alpha all throughout here. So again, with it being a 6-second exposure, I don't expect to see too much on that image. I have to really bust out the histogram to really see anything. But it's going to take some time for it to come through. Troy, usually what happens is in the beginning, it's usually about 4 to 6 in the beginning, but then usually at about midnight, 1:30, we pick up to about 10 to maybe 15 people. People usually come on towards the late hours of the night. A lot of night owls. So a lot of people coming on late at night. So usually it's slow in the beginning. And that's fine. I mean, last night we had like one person on for like 2 hours. And then it really picked up. And that's fine. Like I said many times, it's not about how many people I get on my stream. It's about how much fun we're having. You know, ultimately that's the biggest thing. I mean, I love to have fun. Getting objects that I never thought that I could possibly ever get, and getting them in like super fast time too. That's the best part. You know, Troy, if you tell me you get an object, or you say, hey, go get this one. Like, Joanne just joined us. Joanne wants me to get the turtle, and I don't think she's gonna give up until I get the turtle again, because she loves her turtles, and that's okay. And I'm gonna try to do my best to get that. So, if there's an object out there that somebody may want, I'll be more than happy to get it. Good there. Okay, I'm back. Alright, so guiding is at 0.7, so guiding is pretty good right now. And we are taking an image right now as we speak. We are at 2 minutes and 49 seconds on the camera on the left. And the camera on the right, we are sitting at 24%. I did not switch the filter over to hydrogen alpha on the camera on the right. We're going to take a few images first in color, and then we'll flip the camera. We'll flip it over. We'll flip it over to hydrogen alpha, and you'll be able to see the difference between color and hydrogen alpha. So we'll be in good shape with that. So yes, we are getting IC 1396, which is the Elephant Trunk Nebula. So yes, next up, the elephant's gut. How about that? What about the elephant's foot? That'd be super fun, wouldn't it? We're gonna have a little bit of a story time. Now, Elephant Trunk is 1396, okay? IC 1396 is an open star cluster in Cepheus, associated with an extremely large region of faint nebulosity. Lying south of the Herschel's blood red garnet star, which is Mu Cephei. This cluster is extremely large, which is about 170 arc minutes across. Very bright, which is a magnitude of 3.5, loose, irregular, and awash with a faint nebulous background mixed with dark lanes. At its center is bright triplet Struve 2816, which has a bright white primary and two blue companions. The double Struve 2819 is visible just northeast. In a 25mm eyepiece, the cluster spills out of the field of view. An oxygen-3 filter enhances the nebula's tenuous glow, but nebulosity and dark lanes are also faintly visible without a filter through a 15mm eyepiece. The nebulosity sprawls across roughly 3 degrees of the sky. It is difficult to see visually, but makes spectacular photos. The Elephant Trunk Nebula is a concentration of interstellar gas and dust within IC 1396. It is a dark, dense globular, which is VDB 142. VDB is Vandenberg, with a bright, sinuous rim, which is IC 1396A. The bright rim is the surface of a dark cloud being ionized. The luminous blue star, which is HD 206267, which lies near its center. The entire IC 1396 is ionized by the massive star, except for dense globulars that can protect themselves from the star's harsh ultraviolet rays. Hundreds of light years across and 3,000 light years away from Earth, stars are forming in this area. The Elephant Trunk Nebula contains several very, very young stars, probably less than 100,000 light years or 100,000 years old, that were discovered in early 2003. The combined action of the massive star ionizing the rim of the cloud and the wind from the young stars at its center blowing outward generates very high compression in the elephant's trunk. This is thought to have triggered the formation of protostars. And there you have it. And that's IC 1396 in a nutshell. Alright, the elephant trunk sits right here, so it's at 2,000, 2,000. Perfect. The stars look pretty darn good. Welcome, Astro-Imager. Gotta get the exact number here. We've already taken 2 images so far. There it is, right there. So I just got to make it just a little bit darker, and then you'll be able to see it. So it's right there. Alright, this is the elephant trunk right here. This little circle right here. I know it's not the greatest in the world, but you'll definitely see it once I start stacking it one on top of the other. Stars look really good on this one too. And where it is right here, it's this right here. It'll be more prominent when I put the hydrogen alpha filter on. But you can see it, it's right here. And it goes out that way. So we've already taken 3 images so far, so we're just rocking it out now. Let me get Deep Sky Stacker Live up. Oh, excuse me. Because I want to see what this looks like with Deep Sky. I'm going to at least take about 10 images or so. Yeah, we'll take, we're already up to 3 already. We'll do batch save. IC 1396. There we go. All 3 of them are saved. I just got to change the folder here. Oh, we're good. Okay. Monitor. Yes, there are 3 there. And stack. There we go. And now we just gotta change the histogram on the stacked image. You even get the garnet star on this too, which is crazy to even think about. Oh. Stop the image. Hang on. The first image is not good on this one, so we'll stop it. Hang on. There we go. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Yeah, I'm noticing that too. Deep Sky Stacker, Deep Sky Stacker Live is good, especially when I'm doing images when I want to get them done fast. I like it that way for when I'm trying to get the image, especially when we want the images right up front. Getting the histogram just right here. Ah. Darn it, I had it. There we go. Now we just gotta change the transformation on this, and it will be golden. Okay. Welcome, Eli. And Astro-Imager, I appreciate you stopping in. I know it's 4 a.m. where you are, but I definitely appreciate it. It's always good to see fellow Astro-Imagers around. It's always good to take a look and see how everything is, which is super awesome. So I definitely 100% appreciate it. There we go. And now we're going to start saving these one after another now. So here comes image number 3. And you're starting to see some of the complexion of this too. There we go, there's the next one. Eli is a good friend of mine who works with me. So I gave him the link so that way he could share or he can watch. Just trying to enhance it a little bit here. There we go, that's a little bit better. It's going to get a little bit darker, so you'll definitely be able to see the elephant trunk. Then I'm going to use the mouse as a pointer, so this way you'll be able to see the outline of it. But this is the top of the elephant trunk right here, and then it will go all the way down to the bottom here. And this is going to start getting very intricate all throughout here. And you're going to start seeing some of the detail of the dust lanes all throughout here, which will be extremely good. Once we get, I would say, about 10, maybe 11, you're going to start seeing the background get darker and darker. So it's going to start really coming together. This, again, it's a bright object, like, as overall, with IC1396, but we're getting the actual, like, elephant trunk, the actual trunk itself, which is going to be really cool. And not only that, but we're getting the entire structure, which is nice. Now, you're not going to see too much on the QHY, just because of the fact that it's hydrogen alpha, and we're shooting this in just regular RGB, so you're noticing there's not much. But once we flip this to hydrogen alpha, things change. So you're going to start seeing that it's going to change red, which is going to be really nice. Now I can change the actual image on the fly with the curve, so this way I can change the histogram. And hello, Pete. Pete is another coworker of mine. So we're changing the histogram here, so we're gonna... Now, there's a couple of dust motes and whatnot. I still have to clean the sensor. And as I said, once we get this stacked, it's gonna be unreal. So you can really see the detail all through this. Now this circle that right here, this is the dust mote. the dust mote that will never go away. Because I have taken this thing apart. I have sprayed it with the condensed air, or the compressed air. And I don't know where this dust mote is, because the front of the telescope is fine. The train, the image train, what they call that inside the telescope, that's fine. It's got to be in one of the filters. Has to be. So, that dust mote I'm going to get rid of. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to get rid of it. Now, again, if you're just starting out and you're looking at this and you're wondering why is there black on the outside edge? One, we are blowing out the histogram to a point where we want to get detail. So when you do that, you're stretching it they call it stretching the histogram. So you're stretching it. So 2, it's a 1 1/4 inch filter. The sensor is an inch, about 1 1/4 inches. So when you're stretching it, you actually get to see the outside edge of the filter, which is kind of interesting. Yeah, the Elephant Trunk Nebula. It's so cool. I mean, I got this object back in 2000, I think it was 16, so it was about 4 years ago, which was really, really awesome. And I got that with the Orion G3, and that turned out really well. Maybe I might be able to pull it up. Let me see. Let me take a look. Should be able to pull up the image here. If it's just a regular JPEG, I should be in good shape. Here comes the next image. So now we'll stack the next one. Alright, so we're gonna watch the small image on the left-hand side. The right-hand side of the left camera. We're gonna watch it get stacked. This is image number 4. So this is now, we're up to 24 minutes now. Yep. So now it's getting a little bit lighter now, which means you're gonna start seeing a little bit more detail now. Oh yeah, there's a lot more detail now. There we go. Yeah, detail is really good now. That's what she said. Now, naturally, I mean, it's here. If you use your imagination, you'll be able to see it with this camera, the one on the right. I mean, I could zoom in 2 times here. Let's see. We're just barely out of focus, but it's not too bad. I fixed it a little bit. Right here. This little thing right here. This is the inside of the, like, what's called the snout of the elephant trunk. And there's like a big circle right here. That's the elephant trunk right there. If I could try to, you know, blow out the histogram just a little bit more on the camera on the right here. Can't really blow it out too much more before it starts. Yeah, see, it's going to start turning like that puke green. Try to do overscan 64. Let me see. I could try. I mean, we're really pushing the histogram. Yeah. 128. Yeah, I mean, I'm really pushing. Yeah, I'm really pushing the histogram as far as I can possibly go with the camera on the right. And keep in mind, this is the most incredible thing. This is what is just blowing my mind, is that I'm getting an object that is about 6th magnitude in just solely hydrogen emission gas. And I'm getting this without a hydrogen alpha filter on the camera on the left. The fact that I can even see any detail at all is just incredible. That itself is just phenomenal. So we'll take about 2 more on the left, and then on the camera on the right, we're going to flip it. We're going to flip the camera on the right to hydrogen alpha. Then the game is going to change for the camera on the right. I mean, this is the circle right here. This is what I was telling about on the other one, which is right here. And then that's that center core of stars that I was talking about. That's these ones up here. This is the center of IC 1396. So this is this may look like a unfocused or like trailing star. It's not. If I were to take the histogram, this is a set of 3 different stars inside of here, which is crazy to think about. It would be these stars right here. I'll zoom in, I'll show you, because I don't think you can see it, because it's so small. Here. It's right here. These stars right here, it looks like it's like weird, but it's 3 stars. Now, just out of view of this, on the camera on the left, just out of view, is the Garnet star. Yes, that trinary star system, it's HR 8281, BD 562617, and BD 562617, so they're actually the same. It's 2 stars orbiting around 1. And that's what you're getting, that weird looking, it almost looks like it's drifting. Right where the hand is. It's crazy. Like if I were to, let me zoom in on it. Let's see. There it is right here. So it looks really weird, but if I were to take this and use the curves. Curve. I don't know if I can. Can't. With it being a 6-minute exposure, you really can't. Yeah, you really can't. You can get an idea. You can use your imagination, I guess. You'd have 1 star here, 1 star there, and then 1 star there. The only way to really do it is if I were to, well, too much. Take a shorter exposure. Because I can't get it, unfortunately, for that. But that's okay. That's alright. I'm not worried about that. But it's pretty cool. Actually, I should be able to get it on the other camera, actually, now that I think about it. If I were to take the histogram, bring that all the way down. Yeah, there we go. The camera on the right, you'll be able to see it better. Yeah, camera on the right, you could see it a lot better. Those 3 stars. Like, this one's actually almost separate by itself. Oh, excuse me. Oh. I don't want to sneeze too loud into the headset. I'm going to save the next image. Next 2 images. There we go. And then we're going to watch it. That way we'll see what it does. Welcome, Kim. Alright, so here comes image number 5 to be stacked. Nice. And image number 6. So this will bring it up to 36 minutes. Perfect. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip the other one. So we're going to stop the image real quick. We're going to stop the guider because it's going to go haywire because I got to go outside. I got to flip the filter. And then we're going to stop the image here. Because what I got to do is I got to refocus this. anytime you change a filter, you have to focus it just right. So we are going to focus this just right. So we're going to take 10-second exposures on the camera on the right. And I'm going to flip this filter. And you're going to come outside with me. Oh, you're going to hear me anyways. Alright, look good to me. Alright. Perfect. And now we flipped it over, so now if I were to take this and just do just a simple 24-second image, you're going to see it be red, which is what I want. All right, here we go. Just do a quick 24-second exposure, see what it looks like for focus. I think we should be okay. Let's see. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Perfect. Excellent. You can see how it has a red tint to it, which is what I want. See how this is all red? We have the hydrogen alpha filter on. And focus looks really, I think it looks good. Let me see. Go zoom in here. Yeah. The only reason there's star drift is because I don't have the guider on. Alright, let's turn the guider back on. Word. Okay, guider's back on. And now we'll take 8-minute exposures on the one on the left. And we're gonna do 10-minute exposures on the right. There we go. And again, if you're just new and just starting out, the numbers up at the top where it says RA 21, 28, 38, and DEC 58, 37, 24, that's the coordinates for the Elephant Trunk Nebula. So if you have a telescope at home or a mount that is computerized and you have the opportunity to put in coordinates to find an object, that's your coordinates. It would be 21, 20, 28, 38, 58, 37, and 24. Specific, like what the numbers mean, it's just the position of the sky is pretty much what it is. So there was a question. Hey Chris, what is that group of stars called? It looks like a horseshoe. Are you talking about the one that is on the stacked image? Is it just like to the right of the Elephant Trunk Nebula? In the deep sky stacker window. Let's take a look, Kim. Let's take a look. Are you talking about this right here? Because it does kind of look like a horseshoe. It looks almost like a open mouth kind of thing. This group of stars right here, I can tell you exactly the name of the stars for you. There's a bunch of them, okay? These are all 10th magnitude stars, okay? 10th and about 11th magnitude stars, ranging anywhere from what's called a TYC 3975-0006-1. And that's an 11th magnitude star. That one is this one right there. Right above my mouse pointer. And then you have a whole bunch of them down here. There's about 5 or 6 of these. That's GSC 3975. Then there's GSC 39. Well, they're all They're all GSC 3975, but it's 02252, 0538, 0469, 0084, and 00459. So that is these 4 right down here. So they're all GSC. It just what that means is it's just the classification of the actual star. The acronym for GSC, I mean, I'm just looking it up now. It's called Guide Star Catalog, is what it's called. So, just like how they have NGC, which is the new general catalog, what they would use that for is, like, objects in the sky. Not to be mistaken from Messier, with the M. Then you have IC, you have Caldwell, you have Vandenberg, you have UGC, PGC. So there's a lot of objects out there. So let's take a look and see. We are at about 6 minutes. We got about 3 minutes left until the image on the left is done. And then we're at 60, almost 60% on the other one. So we'll do fit to window here. Yeah, so there's a lot of like little tiny stars through this, and there's a lot of nebulosity too. That's the other thing you got to keep in mind. If you ever get a chance, take a look at IC 1396, and you'll be able to, or even just type in the Elephant Trunk Nebula, and you'll be able to see just so many stars and so much nebulosity. It's like a stellar nursery is pretty much what it is. It's just incredible. Which is actually what I was wanting to do. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to pull up the Elephant Trunk from when I took it about 4 years ago. Just give me a second. I'm just gonna pull it up. Might be able to load it. And keep in mind, we're looking at these stars, all these stars in this image of what it was. It took 2,400 years to get to us. So these stars are before it was AD. That's just crazy. It was 400 BC when these stars took their journey, the light, to us. And that's just crazy. We're at 80% on the camera on the right, and we have our first image up that is an 8-minute image now. So we can add the 8-minute image to our wonderful stacked image. So get ready. We're going to look at the Deep Sky Stacker live. We'll see what we get here. We should be able to get more detail now. There we go. It's going to stack it. Oh, excuse me. Oh, yeah, it's much better. Oh, that's perfect. The sky got darker, so now you're going to start seeing more prominent nebula now. Nice. So let's try to use the curves. Let's see what we get here. So 21 and 21. Stars look so good at 8 minutes. Right there. There you go. I don't know if you could see it, but that looks really good. So then you can see how prominent it is with this circle right here. And that's the center of the elephant trunk right there. And then you can see some of the actual gas and some of the detail going around. And then all the way through here. So this is looking phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. That's just one image of this. One image. It's crazy. And the image on the right is done. Hopefully you didn't get blinded by the white light. Let me change the histogram here. So this is it right here. And I know it, again, you have to use your imagination, naturally. I'm going to try to see if I can bring it out just a little bit more here. There you go. So you could just barely see it here, okay? So this is the circle again. This is the circle here, and it's going up. It's going, well, it's going to right here. But you could see, you couldn't see that without the hydrogen alpha filter. Now you can. So I have the cameras reversed. I have one facing up left and one facing down right. But I gotta fix that. That's looking really good. I don't know if you guys could see the detail in it or not, but I'm pretty impressed with that. And again, this is just using just a hydrogen alpha filter on a colored camera. Now, what I will do is the camera on the right is I will extract the red channel from that, which will actually bring out even more detail. And you'll really see this pop out with the elephant trunk. So that's a 10-minute image on the right and an 8-minute Boy, I'm having trouble talking today. An 8-minute image on the left. So now we're really busting out the detail now. Now we're in the big leagues now, which is great. What I will do is the Deep Sky Stacker Live, we will shift this over to the left. Well, there's not much more, so yeah, that's fine. We can leave it right where it is. Because you can still see the detail and everything, so that's not too bad. Okay, good. At least you could see there's not much really on that right-hand side, but you could even, I mean, what's really cool is if you look here. Oh, next image is done anyways. That's okay, what I'll do is I'll zoom it in anyways. We'll go back. Oh, here we can't. Well, actually, yes, we can. 22, 2300. Let's change the curves again. There we go. Man, oh man, the detail on that is just crazy on just one shot. It just... This, to me, is what astronomy is all about. The fact that you can get a whole bunch of people together and talk about astronomy and just look at some just crazy images. All from a rural area that sucks in light pollution. Pretty much. Because if you didn't know, light pollution here is piss poor. I'm in the red zone. No, not inside the 20. Not that kind of red zone. But what's called the Bortle scale. And I'm in the red zone, which is one below the worst, which is the white. So if I can get this from a red zone area, anybody can get anything. So let's add another image here. Let's go back. Batch save, yes. Alright, so now it's stacking. So this is image number 2 at 8 minutes. Here we go. Loading and stacking. Oh, that looks so much nicer. The detail that we're getting on this now. Let me see if I can pull up just a little bit more detail here. Now I'm just playing around with the histogram now. There we go. Yes, I have. I've heard of a city called Seattle. I have. Have you ever heard of a city that had 5 clear nights in a row? I don't think I've ever had that many nights in a row. Never. 2, yes. 3, I've seen it. 4, 5, that's unheard of. Tomorrow, guess what? Surprise, surprise, it's gonna be clear again. I mean, we're getting objects now. We're just having fun. Now this is just, it's crazy. And since I have the hydrogen alpha filter on, we might as well have some loads of fun. So we could go back to the crescent if we wanted to, and then take a look at the crescent in hydrogen alpha. Can always do that. Yeah, it's going backwards. It's going backwards, Amol. Yeah, but you want to know what? I guarantee you, once this little streak is over with the high pressure, like the high pressure has come in and has set, and it's not moving. I can almost guarantee you we're going to get like 6 months of clouds now, where we probably won't see the sun for like the rest of 2020. So I'm prepared for it, and hence that's why I'm out pretty much every friggin' night for the past 5 nights in a row. And we're not talking like this is like I'm out there for 10 minutes, ooh, ah, and then go back. No. That's not how we play it here at Elliot Astro-Imaging. Oh, no. God, no. I mean, this is the time spent. Now, I want to tell everybody this, okay? This is the time spent on each stream, okay? So we started technically 5 days ago, alright? 2 hours, 44 minutes. Day 2, 3 hours, 27 minutes. Day 3, 2 hours, 29 minutes. Yesterday, which was day 4, 3 hours and 38 minutes. Tonight, we're already at 1 hour and 24 minutes. I guarantee you we're going at least 3. Maybe 3.5. We're having fun, and that's what the most important thing. So right now we've taken 3 8-minute images, that's 24. And then we've taken 6 6-minute images, which is 36. So we're about an hour of exposure time of the Elephant Trunk Nebula, which is pretty sweet. Now, there's another object we could try. Now, this one, I think I've gotten it before, okay? I don't think I can. You're describing Seattle again. Yeah, exactly. Where you get 2 or 3 days of cleared, and then all of a sudden it's 6 months of... Are you sure it's not Alaska? Where you get 6 months of dark? Well, as I was saying, I don't know if I want to get this next object. It's going to be tough. It's a sharpless object. I could try it. Oh, but that's gonna be tough. It's a sharpless object. It's called Sharpless 2-129. It's a 10th magnitude nebula. I mean, we're talking something that's gonna be double. In dimness. Exactly. So what do you think, everyone? What do you think? What should we do? We got the hydrogen alpha filter on. We have the monochrome camera. Guiding is really good. I don't want to disappoint anybody if I try to go after the sharpless object. I mean, it's... Should we give it a shot? I mean, is it even on my list? Let me take a look. I don't even know if it's even in the carte de seal. It's gotta be. Let's take a look and see here. Kim says it's my move. I just don't want to be... I don't want anybody to be disappointed, that's all. I don't even think it's even SH 2 hyphen 129. That's not even a listed object. Unless if it's where 6946 is. Oh, not a problem, Mole. Not a problem. I mean, the good news is we're still taking images while we're thinking. Let me check the catalog. Let me see. I can't believe it. They do not show a sharpless object on here. It's sharpless 2, so sharpless SHARPLESS 2 hyphen 129. And I'm looking at the carte de seal. It's my planetary program that I use. Okay, 6946, that's the Fireworks Galaxy. Okay, so I know where that is. That's this one right here. And then that's that star cluster that's right there. Okay. Let me zoom in. What I may have to do is I may have to put coordinates in. Which is crazy to even think about. I may have to do exact coordinates. You know what? That's what we're gonna do. I have no choice. Oh, excuse me. Let me just type in SH2. Nothing. What if I just spell it out? Sharpless. Nothing. Observing list. Here we go. Nothing. That doesn't help me. Okay, here we go. SH. Find. I mean SH not found. What the hell? What the hell program is this that it won't even find a friggin' sharpless object? Okay. Is there an object near it? Can I go to... NGC 7055. Where is that? Okay, I know where we are. Okay. Perfect. It's right here. Got it. All right. We're going to move it. That's okay with everyone. We found it. Well, with M13, I mean, it's a star cluster. I usually try to save star clusters for when it's a full moon. There you go, Scorpion. Perfect. That's my favorite. Not. All right. Alright, so we're gonna wait to take one last image here. If you want me to get the ring in hydrogen alpha, I'd love to. I kind of want to see this object to see if we get it. It'll be interesting to see. What are we for on here? Yeah, we'll move it in 4 minutes. So we'll take one more image and then we'll move. Four minutes, and then we're going to move this over to a sharpless object. I mean, who would have thought that you would ever get a sharpless object? While we're waiting, let's everyone take a look or listen in about sharpless while I get my cell phone charger here. Okay, so there's 313 objects that are H2 regions, intended to be comprehensive north of declination of 27 degrees. So, there are 313 objects. We're going to get 129. Or number 129. Now, North American Nebula is one of them too, if you ever thought about that. North American Nebula is actually 117. The Crescent Nebula is 105. So those are the known objects. Then you have ones that are just insanity. More well-known objects, the Crab Nebula, which is Messier 1. Pac-Man Nebula, which is NGC 281. That's actually 184. The Crab is actually 244. The Rosette's 275. Barnard's Loop is 276. The Flame Nebula is 277. Thor's Helmet is 298. And M42, which is Orion's Nebula, that's 281. So these are all the sharpless objects. We're going to get one that's not even on the friggin' list of the well-known ones, that is. Oh, and Eagle's 49. Surprisingly enough, the Bug Nebula is number 6. Alright, so we're done with that one. Perfect. And this one's got 6% left. And then we'll be good to go. Alright, 98%. And we're done with that, so we're going to force stop that. Oh, that's beautiful. Perfect. Now we're going to stop the guider. Should be right about there. This one's going to be a challenge, everyone. This one's going to be a challenge. But I'm 100% up for the challenge here. It's a nice clear night. Let's give it a shot. Got some jamming tunes right now. So let's do it. There we go. Let's see what it can find. So it's working. Alright, it's trying to find it. Let's see how close we are. I know exactly where the nebula is, so according to where the sky is. Just trying to figure it out. I'm gonna take my shoes off. So we're not going back outside. There we go. Ow. Move the shoes out of the way. There we go. Oh, found it. Alright. Oh, we're not that far off. Okay, we should be right there. Yeah, we should be right on top of the nebula now. Alright, let's see what we got. I'm gonna wait for it to settle down. That's the best thing in the world, is I can take images, take my socks off. Ow, my foot. Alright, let's see what we got. There should be two bright stars right... Should be two bright stars right in the view here. Okay, let's see, what do we got? Okay, I know exactly where we are. That's perfect. Yep, we're right where we need to be. Beautiful. Alright. Let's start taking images. Let's see what we got for guide stars here. Let's see, what do we got? Do we got good guide stars? Yes! That's a good guide star. Fantastic. That's what I like to see. Okay, there we go. So now we're going to start taking images of SH hyphen 2 hyphen 129. One of the sharpless objects. Now let me see. This is just a single 8-second image. So let's see if we can find anything out of this. Let's see. I doubt with an 8-second image. I don't know. See anything yet. And with it being an 8-second image, you're not going to really see much in 8 seconds, but we'll see. We'll see what we get here. As I said, I'm not making any guarantees with this one. This is one of those ones that you just say, we hope that we get it. We'll see. We'll know in about 8 minutes. And if we don't see anything, well, we tried. This is a fairly big object. I didn't know this object was this big. So we'll see. We'll see what we get. Let's see where we are for how much time. We got 3 minutes left. Guiding is really good right now, so we got about 5 minutes to go. The other name of this is called the Flying Bat Nebula. That's what it's called. The Flying Bat. I don't know who creates this stuff for names, but yeah. Got 1 minute left, and we're gonna see what it is. "30 seconds. Yeah, it does. It's interesting, but we're not going to be getting the blue part either. So that's the thing. There's a blue part, which actually is called the squid. We're going to be getting the background red part. So that'll be interesting. So the image is done. I don't even know what we're going to get. I can't make any guarantees here, guys. So this is an 8-minute image. This one's gonna be a tough one. I don't see anything. Yeah, I don't see nothing. I mean, getting that histogram, I'm blowing that histogram out. That's a tough one. Yeah, that one's tough too because of the camera on the right, you can't really see much either. Maybe I just bit on too much I can chew. Yeah, I think this one's just too dim. We'll take 2 images and then we'll move on to the next object because I honestly believe I think this one's just way too dim. What do you think, everyone? It's a cool object if we were to get it, but I don't think we're going to get this one. Alright, we're moving on. Moving on to the next object. And who knows, maybe I'll stack both of them and maybe we might find something, who knows. But right now at this point I think this is one of those objects you need to go to a dark sky site to get something. And maybe I'm not seeing it. And we've taken 2 images so far, so that's good enough. Alright, so we're stopping that image. We're going to stop this one too. Okay. And now we're moving on. We tried, right? Thought we could get it, but we didn't. But that's okay. Alright, now we're moving the mount. Alright, perfect. Now we'll take a quick image here. No, I'm the one who did it. I'm the one who said, let's go for the sharpless object. That's my bad. That one didn't work out the way we wanted it to, now did it? That's, my bad. Alright, so now we're gonna save this. Okay, now it's gonna find it. We're just going to the new object now. We're gonna do the crescent again, but this time we're gonna do it in hydrogen alpha on the right, and we're gonna go extreme exposure, so we're gonna get as many as we can. Yeah, never listen to Chris. And yeah, just never listen to me. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. At least now we know not to get that object ever again. I think I might have gotten it at one point before, too. I should look it up and see if I ever got that. I think I did at one point. Alright, we're just doing our wonderful plate solving. See where we are in the sky. Okay. It's doing its plate solving. See where we are. Oh, excuse me, that's a big burp. Oh. Still searching. Oh, come on. It shouldn't take that long to find where we are for plate solving. 2 minutes. Come on. And what Amal was saying is that he said that you picked the object of the flying bat nebula, but it was actually me that picked it. So and he said never listen to Chris. Oh, come on. It took a 13-second exposure. Should be able to find it. Alright, I'm gonna take a longer exposure. Yeah, we'll take a 17-second exposure. Come on. Okay, that's a little bit better. We'll save that one. That shouldn't take 200 seconds. Oh, now it found it. Of course it did. There we go. Wait 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Take an image, and we'll see where we are. We should be right on top of the crescent. We gotta wait for it to settle down. Eskimo Nebula is kind of really small. Alright, we're just getting it centered here. No, small is not, no. You definitely don't want it to be small, because if it's going to be small, it's going to be almost like a star. And it's definitely not what you want. Now let's take a look and see if we got this dead center, and we'll start imaging. I think we're right in the middle, I think. I think we're right where we need to be. Yeah, it's pretty darn close. Alright. I think we're in good shape. Alright, let's get the guider back up and running. Alright, we'll see where we are on the other one. Yeah, well the problem is with the Eskimo Nebula, it's not a hydrogen alpha object. So the problem with that is it's just really small. It's really tiny. So you're not going to get really anything. It's like the size of, like, if you see like the camera on the right and how small that big star is, that's the size of it. So you're not really going to get much, if anything. Alright, let's see where we are. I just wanna, yeah, we're good. Okay. We are good. Start taking images now. Okay. We're just changing. We're starting to take images already, so. There we go. There we have it. So now we're going to start taking images now. It's not. It's. So, I mean, you want to know what the Eskimo Nebula is. The Eskimo Nebula is just like the cat's eye. It's a planetary nebula, but its size is 0.8 by 0.7 arc minutes, which is extremely tiny. Where that is in the sky, anyways, is below the horizon. It's about 11 degrees below the horizon right now. So we really couldn't get that right now anyways. The best time to get something like that, like if you're talking like 11 o'clock, 10:30-ish, you're probably looking more towards like March or April. It would be the best time to get it. I mean, Reflection Nebula, what we've gotten was the Iris. That's a Reflection Nebula, where you're looking at the gas clouds and it's like bouncing light off those clouds from that star. That's a Reflection Nebula, and that's what we've gotten in the past, which was really cool. Alright, so guiding is settled down here, so we're doing good. So now we should be in great shape now. Now we're in good shape. So we're going to be taking some extreme long exposures here. So this is going to be interesting to see what we get. We're taking a 10-minute exposure on the left. This will be the longest exposure I've ever taken with this camera on the left. And then we're just doing a mediocre 12-minute exposure on the right with that camera, which we've done 15. We've even gotten to 30 before. So we'll see what we get. Right now we're officially halfway on both images. What we will do is we will get rid of the Deep Sky Stacker image here. There we go. And then we will also change the name of this. So what we'll do is we'll take a couple of these and we'll call it a night. So I just want to see how this turns out with the extreme. And then what we will do is we will add these to what we've already taken of the crescent. So when you have these over a course of 2, 3, 4 nights, we can add it to them. So eventually we'll have 3, 4, 5 hours of exposure time, which will turn out to be a really good image. Now that's only for the camera on the left. Camera on the right I can't do because we are now doing it in hydrogen alpha. Okay. The image is done on the left. Let's take a look and see what we got. $1800. Let's see. Oh, that looks good. Wow. Now, this here on the left-hand camera, this is an unmodified image, completely unmodified. You could see the nebula right through here without me even touching the curves. That's crazy. That's crazy. You're getting, and to tell you the truth, if you look at this carefully, you can actually start to see some of the bands right in here. Look at this. You can see some of the actual little parts, the intricate little parts all throughout in here. All through in here. Because what it's going to do is it's going to be like a crescent moon all the way through. So all this is going to be filled in with detail. That's crazy. Wait till we get the one on the right. That's done. Holy sh... Oh my god! Now, that's a money shot. Wow. And here's the crazy part. Look at the little dust lanes all through here. There's little black dust lanes. And you can almost follow like a maze. Look at this. Going all the way through. Up here, down and around. Now what we could do is we could zoom in on this. There we go. Yeah, that's incredible. Just changing the histogram just a little bit there. There we go. And what we'll do is then we'll go to 0.75. Tell me this doesn't want somebody... Yeah, it almost does look like a letter B, yeah. This doesn't want somebody to go and do astronomy. Just this alone. Now, you're going to look at this and go, well, why is one pointing one direction, one pointing in the other direction? Well, that's because I'm an idiot and turned the camera in the wrong direction. The one on the right, I turned it. I thought I had it the right way, so I flipped it. That's okay, I'm not worried about it. And again, these are single shot images. These are not stacked, they are not processed, nothing. These are just one shot images. Again, you have 10 minutes on the left, 12 minutes on the right. Stars are pinpoint. And these are just phenomenal. And what I will do we're going to go and we're going to get the stacked images here, because we're going to go put them back into DSS. I'm just going to call it DSS now. I don't have to keep saying Deep Sky Stackers, so I'll just say DSS. Everybody knows what DSS is now, right? We should be in good shape, you know? Oh, because I haven't saved it yet. Duh. Alright, so let's go back. Batch save. NGC 6888. Alright, so now it's going to save the images here. Exactly. Right, now. So we're not going to use that one, so we're going to use 6005. So everything else is gone, except for 6005. These ones can go. We'll put them in the previous folder. Alright, perfect. $6,005,202. Perfect. Alright. So now yes, because everything is that we do is all Cygnus, which I love Cygnus. Okay, so now we're going to pull that up. Alright, so now Here we go. There we go. Go. Just getting this all set up here. Oh, there's probably a bunch of lurkers out there. Alright, there we go. Well, next one's done, so now we get to save this next one. So this is another 10-minute image going in with the first 10. So we're going to have 20 minutes of the crescent. So look at the DSS. Here we go. It's going to stack it. That's awesome. You can get all the dust lanes and everything. This is nuts. Yeah, you scared them away. Who cares? They'll be back. Yeah, M29, it's possible that I might have gotten that. Nah, no, M29's just below it. So that's 20 minutes. That one's done, so we've taken 24 minutes on the right. We're about to get another image here. So we're going to see what the stars do on the camera on the right. Alright, we're at 97%. Yeah, guiding is like 0.64. Guiding is phenomenal right now. I can't complain with this at all. I mean, I could probably go 20 minutes. We got extreme long exposure right here. And the focus on this here for the QHY is absolutely damn near pinpoint. Oh yeah, that's pinpoint. They barely moved. Yeah, it's gonna be 90 starting Wednesday here. Get that air conditioner ready. Oh, there's a little bit of drift on that one. Interesting. So it drifted a little bit. Let me check the guider. Oh yeah, there was a couple dips there. Right there, it dipped. And those two dips probably caused it to bounce. That's okay. Still, it's a sick image. I don't care. It's good enough. I know, isn't that crazy? We'll get just a couple more and then we'll call it a night because it's late again, but we're having so much fun. And look at all the objects that we've gotten tonight, even the waste of an object of SH-129. We even got to flip this over to Hydrogen Alpha for the very first time. So here's the thing. Imagine if we were to get Hydrogen Alpha on the camera on the left. Wouldn't that be amazing? Interesting. It shouldn't. If you put it in your time zone, it should be the right time. Or the red toad. Interesting. I don't know why. Nope, next image is done. Let's save this one. And here we go. It's gonna go right into DSS and we'll see what we get. There we go. Loading the image. Registering the image. And now stacking the image. Nice. That looks sick. So we're up to 30 minutes on the one on the left. Exactly, and I mean, that's what I'm doing. We're up to 3, so we'll probably do one more, and then we will call it a night. That'll give us an even 4 images, 40 minutes. The other one will be 4 images at 12, so that'll be 48. So that's not bad. Already from what we got on the other one. I mean, it's just incredible that I can get something like this from home. I mean, it's just no dark sky sight, no nothing. It's just straight up. Alright, so we got about a minute and 10 seconds left on the one on the left. One on the right just finished. Good night, Bobby. We're going to be packing on up very shortly here. I forgot we're taking a 10-minute exposure, so we got 2.5 minutes. 2.5 minutes to go. We've taken 4. Oh, nice. We'll zoom it out here on this one and you'll see. There we go. Gives you more of a in-depth. Again, that's just one image. I mean, that's just incredible. I mean, that's absolutely amazing. Alright, so we got 1 minute left on the camera on the left. And we'll call it a night. It's getting to be almost 1:30. And we've been going for about 3 hours. Alright, this last image is done. There we go. Let's save the last image. There we go. And now it's going to stack it, so we'll check DSS. Perfect. Absolutely fantastic, everyone. So that is it. I think it was another phenomenal night. More images that we've acquired. Eventually we will get to these. Eventually. It's piling up. These objects are definitely piling up. But that's the best part, is when it's cloudy, or rainy, or nasty. We'll get to them. Because I want to see them. So, with that being said, we're going to end the stream. I want to thank every single person that came on tonight. We had Joanne, Kim, Bobby Burgess, Amol, Star, more Jello, Astro-Imager was on, Chris from Astro Live channel was on, I know Joe was on, Peter was on, Eli was on. So yeah, absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I sent them out, but I guess I'll send more out. What the hell? Genghis Khan, thank you for coming on. So, yeah. Joanne, I'll get them back out. I don't know what the hell happened, but I'll get them out. I sent out a whole bunch, but who knows? But, yeah. I'll be back out here tomorrow night, 10 p.m., where we'll get more objects. Joanne, I promise I'll get the turtle again. We'll see if we can get some more hydrogen alpha objects. Why not? Since we're having so much fun, why not? So, thank you guys. We'll let a couple songs play. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Or in about 20 hours. Have a good night, guys. Bye.